Hey, what's up everybody? So today I want to talk about the policy changes on YouTube and the concerns of censorship that a lot of my fellow YouTubers have been talking about over the past couple of weeks. And in this video, I wanted to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the matter at hand and why I personally believe that YouTube is making these policy changes. Now, in case you guys didn't already know, YouTube has updated their policy to where if your content is deemed controversial, then basically it will not, it's like you can't monetize your videos, and it'll have something where the monetization button is on the video manager. It'll say that this is not advertiser friendly, and a lot of YouTubers are very upset with this, and they're calling it basically a means to censor YouTubers. And on one hand, I do agree with them, because let's say that, you know, you say that this person's content is controversial, then it's like, you know, even though you're not deleting their videos, which actually I heard somewhere that some people's videos actually got deleted, but I don't know if it's because of the policy change that happened. But, you know, let's say they're not deleting the videos, but you're taking away the means to advertise, and that's how they make their money for the most part off of YouTube. And you're in de facto making it so that they're unable to sustain their YouTube channel based on their content because it might be controversial. But then on the other side of it, you have to think of it from a brand perspective. And the story, or the example that I actually want to use, is actually very good. My girlfriend's dad, we talk a lot because, you know, I'm somewhat close, or I'm close to her my girlfriend's family or whatever, and we were talking about like business and marketing. And he used to be a CEO of a Miller distribution company, and he told me that when the Cleveland Browns, or the Browns left Cleveland back, I think it was like in the 80s or 90s or whatever, they had a huge Miller beer sign on the Cleveland Browns stadium, like in front of the Cleveland Browns stadium. And when they announced that they were leaving, he said they were basically scrambling to get the sign off of the stadium. And the reason for that is because he didn't want his, or, you know, the Miller beer to be connected with Cleveland Browns leaving, or the Browns leaving Cleveland. And they basically just paying over it, and that was that. And, you know, that same kind of example can sort of be looked at when it comes to YouTube. A lot of brands don't want to have their products showing up before something that might make someone sad, depressed, because, you know, a lot of times the real news, or when people cover actual news stories, yeah, the world is not a white picket fence place. And one of the ways that a lot of companies sell their brands is saying that, look, you know, our brands make you happy. And also my girlfriend's dad told me that a lot of the advertising with beer is basically, you know, it's advertising that makes people feel good. And when someone watches, let's say it's Miller or Budweiser or whatever, and then they see an ad, and then they see, like, you know, the kid from Syria whose brother died. I mean, yeah, obviously Miller beer is not connected to the war in Syria, from, like, I mean, I would hope they're not, but it's still like, you know, people still draw on, you know, things that they see, you know, back to back or whatever, and they sort of like connect that or whatever. So I do understand why YouTube is doing this, but then on the other hand, if you're destroying people's channels, I mean, YouTube is user-generated content. If you don't have YouTubers, then you're unable to sustain YouTube as a company. It's just that is not going to work. You know, if someone like PewDiePie and, like, you know, all the channels of that size get shut down, or like I think one of the guys' name was Philip Defranco. Philip DeFranco. If all these huge YouTubers get shut down, then, you know, you're going to lose money. It's just that's just how it's going to work. So maybe you need to have ads that are targeted towards, you know, that's showing a specific kind of video. So, you know, if it's a PlayStation ad, make it show up when it's video gaming related stuff. If it's a political ad, then make it show up on political related videos, things like that. But other than that, there's really not a 100% right answer to this matter, but I want to hear what you guys have to say on this topic. Please comment below, and that's all I have to say. Have a nice day. Peace.